Looking at the macro grid, i.e. long term, on the date here, that's the top. It's a decaying fractal after you had a growth fractal. Now, the fractal here on a daily time frame is almost identical to a 5-minute fractal, which I posted, and then I mentioned to go 100% short in this area here. All right. Now looking at the weekly time frame, we have a typical slider bottom. That's a growth fractal. And then it retraced. Generally on a slider bottom, the retracement is about 50%, meaning it will trend down. The important part now will be 43.78, 43.77. That's the target. We go below the band here, it's going to be a pretty bumpy ride. Now, trying to determine the fractal top on a long-term basis, it's a challenge because you have to look at all the time frames and find a corresponding alignment to the longer time frame. But I do stand with the 100% short right here. That was back in August. Okay. Now we're looking at the long-term time frame here. It's very bearish. Things could get really messy here in a couple weeks, right? As long as the top holds here and the top holds here. Okay, so there's still time to do a trade going down here. How do you do a trade going down here? Well, there's no entry points on the macro time grid that is apparently clear. So what we do, we go from the macro grid to the microgrid. And here you can find your entry points. I think I did that on the grid here. I had everything posted. Okay. Now all you have to do, you look at the time frames here for an entry point, and they had it posted here from yesterday. Yeah, it's this one here. Okay. We had a growth fractal here, top, and we had a fractal here. That was the bottom. It bounced, it failed, and then it went lower. Look at the posts that I've been doing here. The 3-hour time frame, nothing there, nothing there, nothing there yet. 30-minute time frame, we could go with that. But the point being is that you have to constantly look at these fractals. Again, the common fractals you can find on Neil's channel. He's doing this every minute. And then you find an entry point from the microgrid, which we have here on the 2-hour time frame. Okay. And if they're aligning with the longer term time frame, that will give you confidence in doing a trade. Today we're down, how many points here? Okay, we're down 10 points. That's 100 points on the Dow. Okay, so I would remain short on this market and any other markets too. They're all going to decline in sympathy. So I think we have a good trade here. Remain short, and then we can find additional trades on the smaller time frame to take advantage of the tumble I looking at in the coming weeks here. It could drag out into October, but I'm pretty confident that we're going to have a pretty big tumble here. Again, it's based on the daily and weekly fractals. Okay, so that may be the trade of the year. Again, we don't know how far until we find another fractal. This is just a warning here to keep your eyes open. Okay, so right now, okay, this market is going to go down as of now. Okay, down. And when we break the band on the chart here, that's when the gates open for even a larger decline. All right. So we're looking down here. Again, the images that we're looking at on a chart here are images of chaos where your initial condition, i.e. the growth fractal, begins to deviate and then it starts to decay and go down. Okay, we're looking at chaos here and it's being resolved now. As long as we remain here. The fractals move every day, and the key is to find a clear common fractal that has happened before in the past, and then it iterates into the copy fractal. If you look at the post, you'll see this particular fractal that was posted. So in the meantime, the longer term trend is down, and what we're going to do is try to trade the market down to 43.50. Let's see here, we're down about 10 points. It's going to take a little time, so you have to be patient. But I think we got the top of the market here. That would probably correspond to wave 2 on Elliott wave. They've been looking for the termination of wave 2, but we found it here on the date here from a 5-minute fractal. It's a copy fractal, and we found that from a base fractal. So this is the advantage of using fractals to determine the trend in the market. Now, you can utilize the technique on any market, any time frame. You can look at the Dow. You'll find similar fractals. You can look at the S&P, the SPY, options, etc. Okay, what we're doing here, you can do on any market. On any market. So on any rallies that may appear, it would be a good entry point if you didn't go 100% short here. Hank Wernicke, signing off.